Hey, aloha, everyone. Michelle Melendez, Blossom Inner Wellness, StandTogetherHawaii.com. This video is on the mayor, the Big Island mayor, snubbing a testifier and then calling all the people who are testifying or have testified against the Hawaii General Plan conspiracy theorists. Because it's so easy for the government to actually say, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, and then just disregard what the person is saying. So I'm going to show you what he said. I'm going to also show you the map of the Big Island and how much is going to be taken away from the people. But this is all conspiracy theory, but it's on the map. I'm also going to show you guys the general plan and just a few of the things that people are concerned about. So let's get started. And please join standtogetherhawaii.com, standtogetherhawaii.com, because I will be sending out emails of what we can do and when the next general plan meeting is about, because this should scare the bejeebies out of all of us here on the Big Island and people around the world, because anybody who cares about their area and freedom should really be concerned right now. So let me show you guys this. I want to start here and listen to what this guy says.
Bringing up aloha. I think it's important, and all these people here, I think they get their heart in the right place. But anyway, I have a statement to make.
Okay, statement.
So I read them because I get a hard time remember.
We're going to be powered by the time tonight.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, anyway, so thanks everybody for coming. I live in Kyrgyzstan,
Okay.
and native-born inhabitant of Puna, the Big Island, lived and worked here my entire life. The Hawaii County General Plan 2045, this is for you.
Okay, go.
Must not be passed, and I ask that you veto this when it comes across your desk for approval. The County of Hawaii is a creation that falls under the state constitution that has in its preamble, quote, we reaffirm our belief in a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and with an understanding and compassionate heart toward all the peoples of the earth, do hereby ordain and establish this Constitution. The people of the County of Hawaii have been giving testimony before the Hawaii Planning Commission on the matter of the General Plan 2045. The vast majority of our neighbors from across the island have voiced their disapproval of this plan and provided their reasons for their objections. And yet, contrary to our state constitution, a government of, by, and for the people, the majority of the testifiers' concerns were ignored by the Planning Commission.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, wait, I never finished.
But that's my mic.
Yeah, but I get them now. Let me finish.
Time out.
No, you don't get cut me off yet.
Time out.
Freedom of speech, bro.
I love this guy. I love this guy. So then Chemo comes in, the mayor. I'll show you the mayor.
Time out.
That's the
Hey,
mayor.
it's not your platform.
Big
This
Island
is not. No,
mayor.
he can have the mic. Let him go. Have the mic. He can keep the mic. Keep the mic. Listen, the general plan. Brother has an agenda. His agenda is to shut down this community development plan. Let me tell you this. We have a community.
He says this guy has an agenda. He wants to shut down this community general plan. Oh, just this one resident. He disregards everything he just said. And oh, this guy has an agenda. Oh, no. What agenda? We don't want. Oh, I'm gonna let him finish, and then I'm gonna share with you guys this plan and hear what he says. This guy is something else.
Development plan right now. We're under a community development plan right now.
So he says that we're under a community development plan right now. Well, yeah, we know that. We don't care. There's nothing, that plan is not taking people's property. That plan is not clustering people into homes. That this is unbelievable. He's like, oh, this isn't a big deal. We have a plan right now. Well, yeah.
And the plan is just a guidance. It's just a guidance.
This man, the mayor of Big Island, he hasn't read the plan. I don't think he has. I don't think he has, because he wouldn't be saying this. People have gone to meetings crying, and I'll tell you why they've been
You
crying.
can disagree with the plan, but you get conspiracy theorists out there that thinking somehow that this plan is like somehow like the government is like controlling the people. Let me tell you something. Ken, we're not using the plan for control of the people. I the last guy like be controlled. Okay, time out. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
So people started to say stuff, and he's like, let me finish. So he just called every person who has testified against the general plan a conspiracy theorist, completely disregarding anything that they just said. Anything they said, he goes, oh, you got an agenda. No, we don't have an agenda. We're looking at this plan. I don't think that this man, who's our mayor, Mayor Alameda, I don't think he has looked at this plan at all, and he's disregarding all of the people who have been testifying for months. I have been testifying for 8 months against this plan. Completely disregards them.
No, wait. So let me tell you this. This plan has been reviewed many times. And it's been, let me finish.
So people keep interrupting him. People are upset. People are upset. And now watch what he does.
Finish. Okay, hey, you guys, thank you so much. Hey, we're going to spend the rest of the half hour talking stories with them. You guys go eat after this. Me and Ken going to talk story. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Aloha!
Yeah. So he gets the last word in. He gets the last word in because this man is full of ego, hugely full of ego and ignorance, because he has not read this plan. And he called all of the people who testified against this plan conspiracy theorists. And what does a communist agenda do? One of the first things communism does before it takes over a country, it goes misinformation of anybody who's against the government narrative. Misinformation and conspiracy theorists, which was created by that term was created by the CIA to discredit people going against the government. That's what that term means. So let me show you guys the map of the general plan and why us conspiracy theorist people going in against this plan don't want it. And this mayor is not, I doubt he's even opened one page of this or even seen this map. This map, here's the map of the general plan. Everything in teal is set to be conservation. Conservation means only a park can be on it. No people, no living, no farming. Look at that. That's most of the Big Island. Not only is it most of the Big Island, it's almost the entire coastland. Almost the entire coastland is conservation. Conservation, which means only a park can be on it. Some of these places are people's property. You see that teal? That's all conservation. That means no farming, no living, no people, only a park. That's it. That's almost around the entire island, that line. It goes all the way around, almost all the way around. Some parts, if you go across, look at this, all the way, all that's conservation. You got a light green here. This is for recreation, but then it goes back, conservation, recreation, conservation. Look at all of this. All of this is conservation land. Then, if I scroll back on this map that is the general plan of Hawaii, Big Island, 2045, let me close that out. You see all the green, all the dark green? All the dark green is set for nature. Nature. That is here it is, natural. Natural land. No living, no people, no farming, no building, nothing except nature, preserved for nature. That is in the dark green. So we have most of the Big Island, conservation, only a park. Then all of the green, no people. No people will not be allowed on that because that is only for nature. So you tell me, Mr. Mayor, I'm looking at this map and what local would say, yeah, let's give most of the Big Island to the state for conservation. And let's make some areas preserved for nature and no people can go on it, live on it, build on it, farm on it, nothing. What local would say, yeah, let's do that? What local would say, yeah, make most of the coastland conservation? No living, no farming, no people, no building. People can go on it, but it's a park, which means there's rules. There's rules. You can go on there on a certain time and you got to leave at a certain time, So tell me, Mr. Mayor, what local would say that? Then you have rule, RURAL, which are these like baby poop brown color. And look at this. Here it is, Hawaiian Acres. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to scroll a little bit closer because we have that brownish poopy color. All of this, I'm going to read to you guys what that rule is. You got some parts in here in Hilo. We go over to Kona side and we got some of that brown in here. Halualoa, this is the town. This is Halualoa town right here. Then you got it also. Oh, look at all of this. Kona South Estates. All of that area right there. That's a rule. I'm going to read you guys what that means why we're all upset about this. Here's some more rule. Excuse me. Here's Waimea. Waimea, I have friends who live in Waimea. There's a huge section right here for rule, Honoka'a, one of the most beautiful places on earth, right here. This is a little spot. This is the Honoka'a town, very small, dinky town, one road in, one road out. But basically, it's not very big at all. But you got that rule. So let's actually go over. I'm going to do a stop screen share, and I'm going to open up the other screen, and then show you guys where it reads rule, and let you guys read for yourself. So let me show you here. Let's just look up rule, clustered rule. Here we go. It's right at it. Clustered rule subdivision. You saw those areas with that brown poopy color? Clustered rule subdivision is a type of land development where residential lots are grouped together in compact clusters or nodes within a larger rural area. This approach contrasts with the traditional rural subdivisions where lots are typically larger and spread across the landscape. So basically, Mr. Mayor is okay with clustering the Big Island residents into homes versus allowing them to have their own property. Down in Captain Cook area, I have a friend of mine. She has an acre of lot. Every single person in her neighborhood has 1 acre of lot. They wouldn't happen, in these clustered homes. No way. In these clustered homes, that wouldn't happen. Did any local, yeah, say, I would much rather live in an apartment complex than have my own property, grow some food, and have an acre of land. No local would want that, Mr. Mayor. Oh, but I'm sorry, I'm just a conspiracy theorist, and that is written in the plan. I didn't say it. That's written in your plan. Let me show you what else is written in the plan. The I got to do screen share. Oh, wait, let me show you. Let me make sure. I wanted to share one more thing. Yeah, let me go there. Okay, so going back to the plan, I do want to show you guys this. These electric vehicles that they want everybody to own an alternative energy electric vehicle. Let me do stop screen share and find it before I keep continuing. So I want to show you guys this. This right here, I'm going to move my little face here, bring it down here. The county can reduce its footprint by increasing the percentage of renewable fuel used to power public facilities and infrastructures, reducing vehicle miles traveled. VMT is vehicle miles traveled, and establishing a more energy efficient buildings. So this is a great thing, except for the reduced vehicle miles traveled. And we've told the planning commissioners, we said, if you put that in the plan, we have a right to travel. People have the right to travel under the Constitution. What does that mean? Reduce vehicle miles traveled. Is it incentives for not allowing people to, if people drive so much? Because they have a lot of words of the incentives is in here a lot. So let me go. I want to go back and I want to go to stakeholder and show you guys what that means, because everybody's freaking out about that one, and show you guys the definition of stakeholder, which is, where is it at? Yeah, it's showing you. Okay, good. Here it goes. Stakeholder is an individual, group, or organization that has an interest or concern in a particular project, decision, or activity can be affected by its outcome. You guys, that's anybody in the entire world. Anybody in the entire world says an individual, group, or organization that has an interest or concern in a particular project, decision, or activity. That's anybody, and can be affected by its outcome. That's anybody. Stakeholders can include a wide range of entities such as employees, customers, suppliers, investors, government agencies, community members. That's supposed to be us. That's supposed to be community members. That's supposed to be us. It doesn't say homeowners, and non-government organizations. They can influence and be influenced by the objectives, policies, performances. Effective stakeholder engagement and management is crucial for success. So basically, they have stakeholder throughout this whole plan. Let's see, it's found on 53 pages, and it literally means anybody in the entire world can influence this plan. Then they also have acquisition. Acquisition. Lands designated for acquisition by public agencies for conservation and natural resource protection. And this is critical environmental areas. So what's a critical environmental areas? It includes, but not limited to, lands designated for acquisition. Whose lands are those? You know, I was talking to the planning manager, and I said, when does the government, when ever take people's land who are just willingly going to give it? Because she said, this is just for willing people. This is just for willing people. We're not going to take the land. This is just for willing people. Since when does the government ever just take land that are from willing people? It shouldn't be in here like this. It should not be written. It should say, if it's just for willing people, then let it say that. Lands designated for acquisition only by willing people who are willing to give it to us. But they're going to be inventorying people's land as well. I'm going to put that in here, inventory, because there's one place that I want to show you that has maintain an inventory of significant cultural. That's not the one. Establish programs. That's not the one. Hold on one second while I find it so I don't have to stop the recording again. Collaborate with government, private and nonprofit agencies, communities, and other stakeholders, anybody in the entire world, to create and maintain an inventorying, mapping of communications infrastructure, including but not limited to wireline, wireless, cell phones, and known proposed facilities. So inventory, like they're just saying it's so vague. They're just saying anybody in the entire world can work with us on this, especially if you have enough money. And that's my opinion on this. Let me show you this one as well. There's one that I wanted to show you. Here we go. Enable data-driven research to support and maintain a housing inventory program that monitors existing housing. What does that mean? That monitors existing housing. They're going to be inventorying people's property. And for that other one's about acquisition. So this plan is it should really be concerning to a lot of people, to all of us here on the Big Island. And I want to put in climate change here because the whole foundation of this plan, addressing climate change for island-wide, climate change goals and objectives. Climate change is throughout this whole entire plan. It's the foundation of it. Impacts of climate change on human health. They're going to be more safety to keep us safe. It's always about safety, isn't it? So let me show you guys something here because this is false. And just so you guys know, the general plan manager quit. And I believe she quit right after my testimony about that it's a felony. It is a felony to give false documentation in documents like this, which I believe this is. I believe absolutely that this is false information being given to the people, this climate change narrative. But let me just show you, Mr. Mayor, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is a World Climate Declaration. There is no climate emergency signed by 1,983 signatures around the world. This is how many signatures, 451 signatures from the United States of America signed this World Climate Declaration. And all you have to do to find this is go to World Climate Declaration. Just put that in your URL and this will come up. and it's from the Global Climate Intelligence Group, World Climate Declaration. There's no climate emergency. They need us to believe in climate change, which climate change happens every second of the day, but it's not warming. It's actually cooling. In fact, here it is, the National Library of Medicine on August 4th, 2020, did a report called The Modern Grand Solar Minimum Will Lead to Terrestrial Cooling. That's the Earth's temperature. And it literally states that the grand solar minimum will lead to significant reduction of solar magnetic field and activity, and it will actually reduce terrestrial temperature, which means it'll reduce the Earth's temperature. It's saying the Earth is cooling. That's what it says by the National Library of Medicine. Mr. Mayor of Big Island, is the National Library of Medicine, are they conspiracy theory? Are theorists? Are they? Because they should know. We should all know about that. This is Dr. David Dilley. He is a 50. In fact, I'll just show you guys his resume is
To
really
be able to
freaking
show.
long. He's a former meteorologist at the NOAA National Weather Service, United States Air Force, and I do want to go back a little bit because
I'm a
he is more than that. Oh,
meteorologist.
there it is. There it is. I see it now. Senior researcher, meteorologist, climatologist, Global Weather Oscillations, Inc. 50 years experience meteorology and climatology. Is he a conspiracy theorist? He's also a partner in the International Hurricane Protection Association, and he literally talks about the Milankovitch cycle, which shows, let's see if I can find it here really fast. There it is. It shows the Earth going around the sun, and it was closer to the sun 8,000 years ago. 8,000 years ago, it was closer, so we're cooling. So now we have the National Library of Medicine, and we have Dr. David Dilley talking about the Earth cooling. Are they conspiracy theorists? What about John Coleman? John Coleman, who was the founder of the Weather Channel, says there's no significant global warming. He's been on CNN. He's been on other media related places. The professor from the from the Boston Globe says global warming. Why you should not worry. And then the CO2 agenda, that's with Greg Braden, who's a geologist. A specialist, and he's also a speaker. He's talking about CO2 and the fact that they say that our CO2 is higher. Then you can find all that information at standtogetherhawaii.com. And I really hope you join my website, standtogetherhawaii.com. Click on Maui Fire and scroll down to the weather changes that are happening. And that's the other thing that the chemo or whatever his name is, Alameda or Big Island mayor doesn't understand is there's hundreds upon hundreds of weather modification patents. Patents, you guys. If you just, I'm just going to show you guys. I'll just do it right here. Let's see here. Weather modification patents. Just look that up. Look that up. Several patents related to weather modification encompassing techniques like cloud seeding, fog removal, and even hurricane control, and some other ones. And let's see, I wanted to go to the devices of methods for influencing weather conditions. 687 patents, you guys. 687 patents to influencing the weather. So this isn't a conspiracy theorist. This is right here. You can look up these patents. Again, communism is the first thing they do is anybody that goes against the government is a conspiracy theorist, misinformation. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Mayor, that the fact that this document, and I'm going to stop screen share and go back to the document, the general plan, the general plan. This document is a false narrative document because the foundation of it is a lie. They are having the foundation of it be climate change. They want everybody to have electric vehicles, and no gas, no diesel, nothing. Let me just tell you something about electric vehicles, which I have shared before. This is in the document, and let me share with you guys the problem with that, and that is right here. You can, let's see here. Where is it at? It is, okay, hold on. I might do a stop screen share. Oh, I took it off because I went here. So let me go back to the standtogetherhawaii.com. If you have not gone there yet, please go click on Maui Fires, scroll down, and you'll see the weather, but you'll also see, I believe I put it here about the fires, about the electric vehicles. Well, if not, I'm just going to tell you guys without saying it, showing it. We can't have all people having electric vehicles on the Big Island because if you can't put those electric vehicles into a landfill, I have said this to the planning commissioners. If those electric vehicles crack, if the engine cracks, they will spew toxic fumes. If they catch on fire, it will take at least 2 hours to put out. They will turn into flamethrowers, which has been shown. You can actually see videos of electric vehicles literally becoming flamethrowers because of the fumes that are in the engine. So where are we going to ship these cars if all Big Island people have them? Plus, I told a farmer, I said, what if you could only have an electric tractor? She about freaked out on me. She said, how is an electric tractor going to do a 4x4 up through my farm? She's like, I need gas. I need diesel. So this is not a conspiracy theory. This is a fact, Mr. Mayor. And you need to look at that damn document because that damn document is the guidance of what's coming for Big Island. People have been crying. They have been coming to these testimonies crying because they are getting letters from the planning department that states their land is going to change from residential to recreation, which drops their property value. That is stealing from families. That is stealing from their children's future. That's what that is. And the other thing about that is Hawaii homelands. How in the world are Hawaii homelands supposed to give land back to the Hawaiian people if most of the land is conservation or natural? So conservation means only a park. You can't build, live, farm. And natural means no people, no living, building, farming, or living, building, or farming. You can't be on it. Natural is preserved for nature. So how is the world, is Hawaii homelands supposed to give land back to the Hawaiian people, which they were supposed to do? People are on that list forever. If everything's conservation or natural, that's in the plan. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the last thing I want to share with you guys around this is the fact that it's a felony. This, I believe, is the reason why the general plan manager quit, but I don't know. Hawaii Revised Statute, Title 3037, Hawaii Penal Code 710, offenses against public administration, and this is the one that I want to talk about actually, use of false statements or entries. And this is false, conceals or cover-ups a material fact by any trick, scheme, or device. I believe that's what this general plan is doing because they're saying that it's climate change. When we have experts across the country saying there's no climate emergency. This is signed by almost 2,000 credentialed scientists. We have the National Library of Medicine saying the Earth is cooling. We have a 50-year meteorologist saying the Milankovitch cycle of the Earth around the sun says the Earth is cooling. So if they're saying that there's climate change and we're showing, oh, and not only that, but oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot to show you guys this one. This, I'm just going to pull it up. British judge rules against what is it called? Inconvenient Truth documentary. Yeah, check this one out. 2007, a British judge ruled that Al Gore's climate change documentary, An Inconvenient Truth, had contained 9 significant errors or omissions. Here we go. Inconvenient Truth right here. Remember that whole thing? And he was like, about 12 years. We have about 12 years. Might have been 20. I'm not sure. A British school teacher didn't want to show an inconvenient truth because he said it's not right. It's wrong. So one day before Friday's announcement, okay, let's see, was a co-author, Inconvenient Truth, contained nine significant errors. Contained nine significant errors in An Inconvenient Truth, which is a documentary on global warming. It was a documentary on global warming. So I gotta move this. Something just came up on my screen. So that is false. And if that's false, and your whole general plan document is based on climate change, and we've shown you almost 2,000 credentialed scientists around the world saying no climate danger. There's a judge that said the Inconvenient Truth has nine errors. There's experts across the country that are saying there's no climate emergency. The earth is cooling. So if you guys have that in the general plan, that's not a conspiracy theorist. That's a fact. And that is a felony. Let me show you guys. I'm going to do screen share again. That's a felony. That is an absolute felony. It's according to the Hawaii statute. Uh, Hold on. I'm having issues with my, where did it go? Okay, I'm going to do a pause. I'm going to do a pause. Something's going on with my, I think I might have said too many trigger words. Okay, this is the last thing I'm sharing, everybody. Hawaii statute, Mr. Mayor, that is a felony if you are lying to the people, and that's what this that's what this document is doing. Unsworn false falsification of authority. Okay, where is it at? 710. Offenses against public administration, unsworn falsification of authorities. It's right here. Knowingly makes false statements in written, printed, electronic, or oral form to a state investigator or county inspector during an investigation. That's not it. Sorry, you guys. What happened to that? It's against the people. Makes any statement written or printed which the person does not believe to be true in an application for any procuring or other benefit in a record or report required by law to be submitted to any government agency. So this is a document and it is submitted to a government agency, and this is false. It is false. Hope I don't get tagged for this or another strike on my channel. I am in probation for another month here. Please join my Rumble channel. Just click on the link at Rumble and join that, because this channel is challenging. So, all right, you guys. Chemo, or Mr. Alameda, Mayor Alameda, who I feel is extremely arrogant and totally disrespectful of the people, the numerous people that are against this general plan. We are not conspiracy theorists. We are showing you the evidence that this plan is not for the people. Not one person has come in 8 months to support this plan. Not one person. There's been two people that have come to talk about one thing on the general plan that they wanted to see go through. Two people talked about one thing. That's it. Everybody else is like, don't make this go through. Some people are coming crying. This one woman came with crying because she said, my property was going to be my retirement, and you're lowering the property value. You're stealing from Hawaii locals, Hawaii natives, Hawaii residents. You are stealing by lowering their property value, and you're doing that by changing the land use from residential to recreation. That is absolute thievery. And that whole document, it's under a false narrative, which is a felony. Hawaii Statute 710. So buck up here, Mr. Mayor, and start opening your eyes and seeing what the hell is going on, because you're calling people names and disregarding what they're saying to you. That is absolute disrespect, and that is, in my opinion, extraordinary ignorance and extraordinary ego. So you're going to need to wake up, because we're not done. And this general plan, not Pono, not okay. Oh my gosh, Great Spirit. Sometimes this fire in my heart is sometimes really heavy, Great Spirit, and I just give it to you. I know this is all a game, and I trust my journey coming here at this time in history, and I trust all people's journey who are listening to this message and who are standing up and stepping forward, joining StandTogetherHawaii.com, coming to the meetings, testifying. Great Spirit, I know that we have legions of angels and guides always with us. We're never alone. I trust you. I trust this journey. And so it is. Sending you and your ohana so much aloha from the Big Island.